Hello friends, I am Nikita. I am a national instructor and a chess trainer. Welcome to our YouTube channel Chess Kaksha. In today's video, we are going to solve some puzzles related to mate in one rook checkmates. So let's start. You can see the puzzle on the board. It's white to move. White has to give checkmate in one move by using its rook. Can you find the move? Yes, it's rook to a8. By giving check, now Black king can't move to d8 square, d7 square, e7 square, f7 square, f8 square. So these squares are unavailable for black king and it's check and mate. This is the next example. It's white to move and white has to give checkmate in one move. So can you find the move? By moving rook to a8, giving check. Now king can't move anywhere because of this pawn barrier in front of him. There is no escape route for the black king. It's check and mate. You can see this position. What we can see in this position? It's white to move. This g7 square is already controlled by the pawn on h6. So king can't move to this square. So we can take advantage of this by moving rook to c8, giving check. And now king can't move to f8 square, g7 square and h8 square. So king can't move anywhere, it's check and mate. In this position you can see, it's white to move. What we can see in this position? White rook has controlled the whole rank, this 7th rank. So king can't move to this rank. So by giving check by h8, it's check. And now can't come to d8 square, f8 square, d7, e7, f7 squares. So these squares are now unavailable for black king. It's check and mate. In this example, you can see how white give checkmate to black king in one move. Can you find the move? By moving rook to a3. Yes, by moving rook to a3, giving check. Now, black king can't move to this square. As we know, kings can't come next to each other. So, and this square, this a7 square is also unavailable for black king because it is controlled by white rook. King can't move anywhere. It's check and mate. You can see this position. It's white to move and white has to give checkmate in one move by moving rook to a1. Yes, by moving rook to a1, it's check. And now, black king can't move to b8 square and b6 square because it is controlled by white knight. King also can't come to a8 and e6 square because it is controlled by white rook on a1. Now, black king can't move to any of the square. It's check and mate. In this puzzle, you can see it's white to move. So how white will give checkmate in one move? Can you find the move? Yes, by moving rook to h8. What will happen? Can the black king capture this rook? No, because it is supported by bishop on f6. And king also can't move to g7 square. This square is also controlled by the bishop. And king can't move to h7 square because it is controlled by rook on h8. So king can't move anywhere. It's check and mate. In this position, it's white to move. So what will white do? to give checkmate in one move by moving rook cross a7. Rook takes this pawn and king can't move to b8 square because it is controlled by knight. King also can't take the rook on a7 because it is supported by the knight. So simple, it's check and mate. In this puzzle, you can see it's white to move. So by moving rook to a1, giving check, now black king can't come to f2 square, g2 square because of the white king. As we have discussed earlier, kings can't come next to each other. It's check and mate. In this puzzle, you can see it's white to move and how white will give checkmate by using its rook in one move. You can see this b7 square is already controlled by the bishop. This b5 square is already controlled by bishop. So by moving rook to a4, giving check, and now king can't come to these squares. There are no squares available for the black king to move. It's check and mate. In this position, it's white to move. And how white will give checkmate in one move? As you can see, that this square is already controlled by white pawn. And this rank is controlled by white rook. And black also can't take this knight because it has pawn support. By moving rook to g8, giving check, and now it's check and mate. As we have discussed, king can't take this knight because it has pawn support. King can't move to this h6 square because of it is controlled by the pawn, and king can't move to h8 and f8 square because it is controlled by white rook. So king can't move to any of the square. It's check and mate. Now, this is the position. So how white will give checkmate in one move to the black king? As we can see that this square, f8 square and d8 square is already controlled by white knight. And this rank, 7th rank, is controlled by white rook. So by giving check with rook to e7, now black king can't move to d8 and f8 square because it is controlled by knight, and black king also can't move to f7 and d7 square because it is controlled by rook. So king can't move to any of the square. It's check and mate. I hope you like this video, so please like, share and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.